Hi everyone. So welcome to today's session. Today's session would be about Islamic banking, what Islam permits and what Islam does not permits regarding investing, trading, cryptocurrencies, etc. I've taken references from mostly Ahle Hadith sect, fiqh, and mostly this lecture would be revolving around them. But apart from just one guy who is from Oxford University and has done quite a lot of research in Islamic financing, but he's not an analyst. So that's the disclaimer. And that being said, let's start with today's session. So now I'm not an alim. I'm just expressing views of other alims, and the sources are, you can see on screen, Dr. Zakir Naik, Yasir Qadri, and Asim Al Hakim. So, and I'll also provide links in the description of the YouTube channel below the, you can see the links from which I have taken the references. Okay, so now what is stock market? Basically, stock market is nothing but a super mall where you can add anything to the cart, where you can add halal stocks to your cart as well as haram stocks to your cart. It's as simple as that. If you go for a ITC company, which is a tobacco company, then you're just adding a haram stock to the cart, or you go for some liquor company or something like that, breweries or something like that, then you're just adding haram items to your cart. And if you go for some FMGC sectors or some, Infosys or some IT sector, then you're just adding halal stocks to your cart. So that is what stock market is. It is just like any other market that you see in the world, where you have both halal and haram, and it's your choice what you want to add to your cart. Same thing is with stock market as well. So now, when exactly is stock market halal? So stock market, Islam actually encourages profit sharing and profit losses and loss sharings and profit sharings. It also, encourages, even if you look at Sahabas used to do business with other, people. So Islam actually encourages trades and businesses rather than, service or doing job for someone else. I'm not saying that's bad, but I'm just saying that it was preferred to do a business or do a trade rather than, working for someone in those times. So stock market also works on similar concepts. So stock market is nothing but, it was actually encouraged, because it's profit loss sharing. But there are certain parameters which Islam prohibits, and that we have to take care of. So those parameters include riba. What is riba? Riba is percentage. Riba is, anything where you have loans, you have interest involved, that is known as riba. So there should not be riba. There should not be media obscenity, alcohol, pornography, drugs, film industry. So these are some of the places in some of the stocks in which you cannot, invest. And the second thing is that there should be milkiyat, ownership of the stock, that it's my stock. If I want, I can sell after 100 years. If I want, I can sell after 10 days. If I want, I can sell after 1 hour. The milkiyat should be mine. The ownership should be mine. Till the ownership is mine, it is halal. If you're doing if the milkiyat is not mine, we'll see certain cases in which milkiyat is not of a particular person, then it becomes haram. Then involving in speculations is haram, where you say that, यार कल मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है that Infosys will go up. Why Infosys will go up? What's the reason? There's nothing. It's just my gut feeling. Then you're just gambling, and gambling is pure cut haram in Islam. So therefore speculations are haram. Then margin tradings can be done. Now this is said by Dr. Zakir Naik. Even I was shocked when he said, for example, if you go for so the example that he gave was, if you go and buy a flat tomorrow. So what you do is, you don't, if the flat costs say 100 CR, you directly don't give 100 CR to the builder if it's an under construction flat, and you make part payments where you say 10%, 20%, 30%. Then as the slab completes, you start, you pay more and more to the builder. So something similar to that is also margin trading. And that's why margin trading is actually allowed, so that you can have a better, you can gain more profits if you study properly and you do your analysis properly. Then these are some of the halal ways. Okay, why is it not moving forward? Okay, now okay. So milkiyat, which we were talking about, nobody should tell you that when to sell the stock. It is my decision. It is my ownership. I am the partner. I am the partner of the company, and therefore it's up to me whenever I want to sell. That's when the stock gets halal. The company line should be halal. It should not be working with alcohol, pornography. We discussed that. Even banking sector, because banking sector usually, has riba in it, has interest involved, has loans involved. Therefore, that line is not actually considered as halal. So even banking stocks are considered as haram. Now, the management should be ethical. It goes without saying. Then, it does not finance its project. So even if you don't go for a banking project, there should not, the projects that it is financing should not be on the basis of riba or interest. Although there is some debate on that, because if you go to any firm, even if you go at good companies like Infosys, TCS, which are actually halal stock, you'll see that even they take some debt, they take some loans, for running their company, right? So scholars have made an ijtihad that the debt to equity ratio of the share should be less than 33%. Now there's a hadith, I'll not narrate the whole hadith, but the mafhum of that hadith is, or the gist of that hadith is, summary of that hadith is, that it was Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that 33% is too much. So that's where the scholar, take those, that hadith, and they say that any company whose debt to equity ratio is less than 33%, then it is halal, and the line of, and the above points are taken care of, then the stock can be invested in. And the maximum permitted haram income for that particular stock is 5%. So I'll give you an example what maximum permissible haram income means. For example, you are investing in Infosys, right? Now, Infosys will do some IT jobs will take some IT projects from health sector, from banking sector, from financial sectors, from some other sector, XYZ sectors. Now, it will also include sectors such as alcohol. It will do some analysis for some alcohol company or some gambling company. So in such cases, the maximum permissible haram income is up to 5%, which is allowed. Because any company as such will, even if you look at a cement firm, it will not say that, no, I won't give cement for building up clubs, for building, say, bars, casinos, or something like that, right? It won't say that. So therefore, there's a maximum permissible haram limit, which is 5%. Now, this is also ijtima of many scholars. I'll attach the link in my YouTube description video, so that you guys can also go and do your own research on it. Then the company should be a pure, it should have assets. It should not be a pure cash company, because what happens is, there's a hadith in which it is said that for every 100, I'll take rupees as an example, it was Asharfi at that time, but let's take 100 rupees as an example. For every 100 rupees that I pay someone, I need to get 100 rupees back if I'm doing a cash to cash transaction. Now, what happens if a company is a pure cash company? Then what will happen is, for the 100 rupees value that the company holds, I might be paying 96 rupees or 102 rupees or 105 rupees or 110 rupees, which is not permissible. So therefore, there should be some assets in the company, which is very much required. It cannot be a pure cash company. Okay. Then there was a lot of emphasis on riba, on loans, on interests usually. So that's the reason why, riba I'm again focusing more upon riba points. Okay, now future and options. So future and options are clear-cut haram, because there is no milkiyat, there is an expiry associated with it. that after 1 month, my future or my option will get expired. Even in options, it will get expired within a week or so. The next week it just gets expired. It just gets expired. So there is no milkiyat associated. Therefore, future and options are clearly haram, clear cut haram. There is no ifs and buts in that. There is no rules or logic in that. And also, it is a derivative of a stock. You're not actually buying a stock. You're buying a derivative of stock. Therefore, there is no, physical stock or any ownership which is there for a particular stock. Therefore, futures and options are considered totally haram. Okay, now commodities. Commodities, trading and investing both are clearly haram because there is no milkiyat associated. They have expiry again. Therefore, it's haram, right? But now if you actually buy it, then it becomes halal. I'll give you an example. What is a commodity? Anything like copper, aluminum, gold, silver, these are crude oil, these are considered as commodities, right? Now, since you are not physically getting any gold when you buy a commodity online, the guys who have traded in commodity, they'll understand. Since there's no physical gold which is given to you if you buy 1 kg gold as a commodity in stock market or in commodities market, you won't physically get any milkiyat or any ownership of that, commodity. That's the reason why it is haram. Now, what is allowed or what is halal is you can go physically and buy, 1 kg of gold and keep it with you. And then when you want to sell it back, you just sell it back. Or you go and buy aluminium, you keep physical aluminium with you, or you keep physical silver with you. And when the time comes, when the price is good, you actually sell it back. That is halal. Rest, commodities, commodity trading, commodity investing is haram because you don't have any physical milkiyat over there. Next, Forex. Forex is clearly haram because again, there's no milkiyat, there's expiry associated, and then it's a derivative. You're not actually buying any currency, right? You're just buying a derivative of any currency that you want to buy on a Forex. So that's why it is, clear cut haram. Now, what is halal in Forex? You can go to a money exchange. You can physically buy $100 note, keep it with you. When it goes, up, then you sell it back. You exchange, go to the money exchange. You physically hand over the $100 bill back, and then you get the INR for it. That's halal. That's totally allowed. Anything which has physical milkiyat, physical ownership, then it can be termed as, then that is halal. Anything which has no physical milkiyat, which is a derivative, which is, a commodity, has expiry associated with, is clear-cut haram. Then cryptocurrency is again halal because it can be bought from bought for a long term and kept with yourself with a long term. Now you'll say that it's a currency, right? And there's no physical way that we are keeping it. That's totally fine. It's a digital currency. It's a digital form of currency. Ultimately, I am the owner of that currency. I can buy a Bitcoin and I can keep it for as long as I want, for next 10 years, next 15 years, or next 10 minutes. That's up to me. So therefore, it is halal because I'm not buying any derivative. I'm actually buying a currency. It's just like UPI apps. It's just like Google Pay, right? Where you digitally transfer money. So will I say that digitally transferring money is haram because I'm not, physically giving someone money? No, wrong. There's no derivative associated with it. There's actually milkiyat. It's my money which I'm giving to someone else. Therefore, digital payments are halal. Therefore, even in cryptocurrency, it is me who will be keeping those Bitcoins or any other cryptocurrency for that per se. So therefore, it will be halal for me. Now, no speculations. Again, if you do any speculation, it's haram. If you again start trading, start doing FNOs, future and options, then again, it's haram. But keeping physically with you any Bitcoin, Solana, or Dogecoin, or any coin that you want, Shiba Inu, any coin which you want to keep, it's totally yours. It's totally halal. But of course, do your own due diligence. Don't directly go and buy cryptocurrencies because anyways, it is a very volatile, segment to invest in. But if you are planning to, you can of course do that. Now, The links are over here, and I'll also attach them in the description. Any questions, any doubts?